Of how bright she looked today, so I just decided to go a bit colorful on the eyes. So that's the main reason why I went with a pigmented colored eye like this. Pigmented colors are colors that have a lot of shine to them. Yeah. In makeup artistry, the more you do makeup, the better you get. That is, in the sense that you, for a particular skin tone, you know some shades that won't go well with them, or you know some shades that will go well with them. So, as an artist, you have to be able to be versatile in the sense that if you're making up a fair person, there are certain colors you can use, and then if you're making up a dark person, there are certain colors you should use. So. If you're doing a magazine cover shoot, you need makeup. If you're doing a fashion show, you need makeup. If you're doing TV, documentary, basically anything in the entertainment industry, makeup plays a great role, because without makeup, then it's kind of flat. So makeup brings the characters or whoever it is to life. So it goes for the everyday Nigerian woman, because thereby you are having to go for a meeting, or you're hanging out with the girls, or you're going out maybe for a date or something. You obviously have to wear makeup, but you know, all these things have to depend on how you put on your makeup. Hopefully you should wear it in the correct way for the correct occasion.
Olajide David is a young man whose entrepreneurial zest swung him on a path otherwise categorized as a predominantly female field.
I started makeup 6 years ago, and in my first 2 years, I was working for someone, and I used to do makeup for clients, go out for outdoor jobs, go for weddings, fashion shows. You know, I really learned a lot from her, to be honest. And along the line, I decided to start up my own career as an entrepreneur by setting up my own brand name, you know, registering my company name, employing staff. I always had this feeling in me that if I don't start now, it will be too late to start later. So I had to push as at then.
His sojourn into the world of makeup stemmed from mere curiosity, which metamorphosed into an inflated mass of passion.
I was driving to church one day with my mom, and then we saw a lady who we gave a lift, you know, on the road. And as we were going to church, she was explaining to us that she was a makeup artist, you know, and that she can come and be doing my mom's makeup and her nails and that. And I was like, oh, makeup. I kind of like have interest in that. Would you be able to show me what it is you do? And then, you know, I followed her someday, and she showed me how she does her makeup. And then on my own, I began to do research. I was YouTubing, I was researching, upgrading myself, doing a lot of practice, buying a lot of makeup products. And at the end of the day, I found out that was what I love to do the most. Every minute I'm either Googling how to draw your eyebrows, or how to do this or how to do that, and it has been great so far. That's how I knew this was for me.
As with every human endeavor, Jide faced his fair share of setbacks in the early years of the business.
This is something you just go into, and then you're not so strong in it. So obviously there were challenges where people would tell you, oh, you made me look lighter, or you made me look darker, or things like that. But as time was going, I began to get better. So in that way, I feel those few years was not just a challenge but a learning experience for me.
And he shares his concept of funding in a new business and how he managed through the years.
Depending on whatever it is you want to do, some things you want to do might not be capital intensive, while some might be. So for makeup, it is capital intensive because most of these products are expensive. Not only that, for example, if I'm buying one foundation, I have to buy different shades, different powders, different lipsticks, different grades, because there's some clients that are like, oh no, I don't use such products, and you have others who would not mind to use anything. So you have to cater to all the needs of your clientele. So I had to spend a lot of money, even though as at then the money wasn't there too much, but I was pushing on. I kept managing what I had, exploring, and that was the main reason why I was going to YouTube to learn. If I'm not the type of person who believes that, waiting before you have everything before you start off is the key. I'm not in support of that. I believe whatever you have, you should put it on ground. Start in the little way you can, and it will take you so far.
So it's been 6 years. How would you say the growth process has been for you?
To be honest, the growth process was really, really fast because most times all the colleagues I had then were girls. Well, most times when clients come in, they always go, I prefer him to do my makeup for me. I don't know why, but it was something that kept happening, and I believe that the more I did the makeup, the better I got at it. So I started to do stuff on my own, started to do lots of publicity, lots of photo shoots to put my work out there. That way I started getting real brides, real customers, creating a clientele for myself.
Such mindset and determination led to the creation of St. Ola Makeup Studio, an emerging force to reckon with in the makeup industry.
Basically, I have been into the makeup industry, fashion industry, the entertainment industry, and I'll say, makeup has played a great role in the industry as a whole. So I love my job very well. It's something I enjoy to do, and I believe that as time goes on, I would expand to greater heights.
Jide is motivated by great success stories. More so, his penchant for movies leads him to other discoveries and inspirations to be the best he can.
I have so many mentors, but there's one particular mentor I have who has shown me that no matter where you're coming from, you can make it in life. He's also a makeup artist, and his name is Renny Vasquez, and he used to be a saloon boy. He is based in America. He used to be a saloon boy, he runs errands in the saloon, but he's now a makeup artist, a celebrity makeup artist. He does makeup for the who's and who's in the industry, and I believe that his story is his story has inspired me, to no imagination, because if he can do it, then he doesn't have two heads. I can. So I really follow up to what he's doing. He does a lot of posting on what products he uses, how he was able to come up with such looks, and then I get inspired a lot from there. I love to watch movies. So watching movies now, I just watch it for the storyline or anything, but I look at the costumes, the makeup, what these people are doing. At some point I used to watch this show called America's Next Top Model. I was watching it in 2012, and the season I was watching was done in 2008 in America, and I was like, wow, oh my god, you mean these people are doing this? If they did that in 2008 and we're in 2012 and I can't even do close to this, then I have to step up. So that really inspires me to push harder, go further, to research, and it just made my life much better, not sitting down waiting for things to come, but standing up, going to look for stuff, doing a lot of photo shoots, video shoots, stuff like that. And I mean, it has played a great role in my life, being inspired by so many things, not just movies, nature, the surroundings, colors. The major thing so many people don't know about makeup is understanding your color theory. The fact that, we have red undertones, we have blue undertones, green undertones, yellow undertones. You have to know for what skin. For example, now if I'm to make someone who's dark, I wouldn't be using a yellow undertone foundation. I'll be going with the red tone foundation, that way enhancing the person's skin complexion and not changing the skin complexion entirely. Color plays a great role, and for the eyes, I mean, depending on what occasion or what event or what photo shoot or video shoot you're doing, you can decide to play with colors. You might do it earth toned, you can do it metallic, smoky, depending on what it is you want.
St. Ola Makeup Studio has become an employer of labor and a learning facility for young people who want to realize their dreams of becoming professional makeup artists.
I've always heard about Jide. Then I got a call from my instructor that he needs someone to work for him. So I really love to work with him, so I gladly took the opportunity. It doesn't make the job look so difficult for you. It's fun all the way actually, and I've really learned a lot from him. How to relate with clients and so many things about makeup itself. Since I started working here, I really want to have mine to just the way he's doing his. So I'm really learning a lot from him actually. And if I have to start tomorrow, I know what to do already. And he himself as my boss, there are a lot of things I don't even expect a boss will do. Like he tells me what and where I do mistakes and he's always correcting me. There are some bosses that they want you to still work for them. But him, he's not lazy, he wants you to also have yours.
Presently I have 3 staff, and I have 2 branches, and they work in shifts, some come in the morning, some in the evening, and creating time for themselves as well so that they can have other things that in their hand they want to do. And to be honest, they've been very, very supportive as well. As much as I support them, they support me.
However, he shares a challenge peculiar to this art.
The challenge was earlier on in the stage of the makeup business where, I had to source for funds on how to get products, and stuff like that. But now I do lots of trainings, lots of weddings, so therefore I'm having funds coming in. But as they come in, you're spending, you're either replacing more products because all these products finish at the same time, and then you have to change your brushes at some certain point in time. The major challenge I have are my northern clients. Most of them would prefer a lady to make them up based on their religion and all that, which I totally understand. And I feel there's a lot of market for everyone. I mean, if one person is not comfortable with you doing their makeup, obviously there will be other people who will be willing for you to do their makeup. So that has been the major challenge.
Interestingly, this seeming challenge also has its benefits.
6 out of 10 ladies will prefer a guy to do their makeup. Not just makeup, even hair, nails. I don't know why, but I don't know. It's helped me a great deal. I have been into makeup projects such as the Makeup Fair series, the Beauty Connect series. These are events that go on in different states in Nigeria. It's like a trade show. Stroke exhibition where you exhibit at the same time showcase what you have to show, and I've been opportunity to be part of the planning committee to help take the makeup industry to a greater level.
How lucrative is makeup business? Have there been any achievements for you?
I do lots of photo shoots, a lot of home service, weddings, video shoots, and it has been very busy. And I think that's a good thing. Makeup has taken me to a whole level I never thought it will. In 2012, I was awarded with the AYE Awards, the Abuja Young Entrepreneur Awards in the health and beauty category. Also, I've traveled not just within Nigeria but outside the country, for makeup shows, makeup exhibitions, partaking in such events that can help boost my career, because exposure, I think, is really, really important. Also, making celebrities up, actresses, actors, musicians. I've done makeup for Tonto DK, Funke Akindele, Mo Cheddar, a lot of people, so many. And also, I was able to achieve being the first Nigerian to come out with a DVD tutorial. It's a step-by-step tutorial, that teaches you on how to go on with your makeup. The first thing I'm going to do is to prep the face, and I'm just going to spray this all over the face, not so much. And then I'm going to be using a 187 brush, just going to rub this through. And then I'm just going to use this soft brown. My life is all about makeup. And that's how important it is to me. I love makeup a lot, so I wake up every morning to keep pushing.
Although soft-spoken, Jide's entrepreneurial mind is far-reaching. He saw the opportunity in tying the traditional headgear and harnessed that skill so as to make him a rounded beautician.
Most brides you go to makeup, they're like, do you tie gele, so that pushed me to say, okay, I'll learn how to tie gele. But I wouldn't say I learned per se, because I started tying gele at a very, very young age, and I did a lot of practice on myself, on my own head, trying to learn how to tie it, and it became something great that, once I go for my weddings, I'll do your makeup and tie your gele. Making the bride stand out properly, not just the bride, even a wedding attendee, makes you stand out properly. Once you have your nice gele tied, it just complements, your dress, the other people around you, makes you beautiful at the end of the day.
This is a typical day at St. Ola Makeup Studio.
Now I'm using a stippling brush to apply this foundation, and it gives you an airbrush finish. That's the reason why I'm using this brush. Okay, please. You blend down to the neck, making sure that it's even. I'm going to use this MAC Skin Finish Mineralizer. Now you always go in circular motion so that you get a nicer and a natural effect. So for contouring, I'm going to go with a darker shade of powder to create depth. Squeeze in your cheeks, please. Now I'm not applying too much. I'm going little by little till I get to my desired effect. I know you didn't see this lipstick since.
I've known Jide since 2010. He did my sister's wedding makeup. So since then, I've been in touch with him. If I have any other occasions, like maybe wedding or party, I always call him to come to my house for my makeup, or I come to his studio for my makeup done. Jide is friendly. Even merely looking at Jide, you start laughing. Aside that, his work is very, very perfect. As it is one kind of makeup artist that I know I can call at any time and I'll get my makeup done. He's very, very professional. He sticks to the ethic of his profession.
Even if you don't know what to do, what you really want to do on your face, once you walk in and you tell him, okay, I don't know what to do, but this is what I want nude, I want to look natural, I want to look flashy. He just like sits you down, calm you, and just works his magic. So, and you end up loving it at the end of the day. I'm not the kind of person that really love makeup, to do makeup, but when you meet him, the way he puts it on people, the way he talks about it, you don't want to try it sometimes and look glamorous.
If I wasn't doing makeup, I think I would be in the fashion industry. I'll be making clothes. That's what I think I'll be doing because I have this flair for fashion in general.
So where do you see yourself in the next couple of years?
Someday I would want to have my own makeup brand, a makeup line, and have a proper academy, to train people, not just for diploma course, but trying to make makeup a major course in Nigeria so that people who are growing up can decide to study makeup as a course, as a degree course. I mean, that is how far I want to take makeup to.
Indeed, the art of makeup is rapidly evolving into a profitable and sustainable business model in Nigeria, and he hopes that the desired enabling environment be provided.
Now we have, Nigerian brands who produce their own makeup line, create seminars, exhibitions, fairs, I mean, it's becoming something very recognizable in Nigeria. So I think, or I feel, the Nigerian government should look into things like fashion, makeup, hairstyling, photography, to play a serious role in the career of, young ones, in the sense that so many people have the passion to do makeup or to do hair, and there's no institute in Nigeria that carries this as a degree course, so that so many people who say, oh, I don't want to study this, either my mom is forcing me to study this, can have other options of studying what they have as a passion. That helps the young ones to have an avenue for job opportunities, because most young people just stay home being idle, either they finish studying medicine and they're home, they don't want to practice simply because that's not their passion, I feel that way once they study what it is that they like, that way it will help a great deal.
On a final note, do you have any advice to budding entrepreneurs?
I just want to say you should push harder. Don't just wait for opportunities to come by your way. You should actually go out, reach, do a lot of research, upgrade yourself, read a lot of books, motivational talks, listen to people, network. Don't just sit down and believe things will come to you. Push yourself hard, and that way I believe you go so far.